All right, let me go ahead and finish up with some of the injuries just real quick. So Pat has an ankle sprain, so we'll just see how that goes. He's been McCoy came out. He had cramps, so he's been taken care of there. Listen, like I mentioned, the guys. It doesn't matter how pretty they are or not pretty. I mean, everybody, they come down hard on themselves if they've feel like they haven't played well, but you enjoy every win in the National Football League. It's too hard to get. This is a good football team here, and Doug has done a heck of a job of working these guys and putting them together, and they played with some key positions injured and still competed their heart out to the end. So, Coach Coughlin, who's not a coach anymore, but Tom Coughlin, again, you play one of their teams, Doug's teams, and you better be ready for a good, tough football game, and that's what it was. And I'm proud of my guys for the effort that they put in. I mean, it was a son of a gun out there, and I was hot. While you guys were up eating hot dogs, man, it was hot down there. So our guys fought through and did a nice job with that. Anyways, with that, time's yours.
Andy, with Patrick, how do you you had the injury then, and how do you weigh how much you let him keep going? And
Yeah, he was good. I mean, he said he's had ankles before, so basketball and so on. So he felt comfortable going. I mean, I tried to keep a close eye on it the best I could, as Rick did. It was hindering him, so we left him in, and we went with that. I'd also like to just say on Sammy. Sammy did a heck of a job out there today also. I thought he had a nice game. The kid's worked so hard to get himself over that whole injury thing that he's had, and put that. He's never wavered. He's put it in the back burner and worked his tail off and had a nice game.
Just one other aspect of Patrick too. He's obviously played with some injury, some level of injury before, but did he show another dimension of that toughness today, and does that ripple through the team?
Yeah. He loves to play. So I'm. I just want to make sure I kept a close eye on him there, and we'll see how he does here, when he's done with this. But he's a tough kid, and he competitive son of a gun now. Yeah.
What was it about today's game that allowed Sammy to have a big day?
Well, I mean, from the first one on, you saw him break tackles and split seams. There was no indecision after catches. He's big, and he's fast, and he's strong. And we're moving him all over the place, so he's also smart, which helps. So I think that combination, Adam, is probably what contributed to that. We asked him to play that zebra position. He didn't blink at it. He said, just put me in, let me go, and I'll do my thing. And so he plays inside, outside, everywhere.
We talked about how the second year in, he's going to be a little more comfortable. But what about physically?
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest area right there. I think it wasn't. I imagine it's football-wise, plays and all that, but I just think the demands of training camp, and he's always come back from injury. So the demands of the training camp when he first came to us, I think was a bit of a shocker. And then, throughout the season, it was tough. He got nicked up a little bit in camp and last year, and he's kind of fighting back from that. So here he's been healthy. He hasn't missed a practice. And I mean, he's been there every day doing his thing, and he works so hard. I mean, you pull for him because the things he's had aren't things that, they were freak things. And so you knew coming out of college that you're talking about the best receiver, one of the best receivers I've ever seen coming out of college. I mean, he was phenomenal. And this is what you saw, what you saw today. I mean, this is so it's a tribute to the kid, 100% to the kid.
Did any part of you wonder what your offense would look like without Tyreek?
I didn't. Guys played hard, and McCole stepped in and did his thing, and D-Rob should have had a touchdown right there. He got his hand pulled down, but he had an opportunity to score. Kels had, his go there, and tried playing a little bit of man on him, and he did well. And he's coming off an injury, and so he fought through that, the surgery that he had in the offseason, and did a nice job pushing through 4 quarters, the whole deal.
Will Tyreek go home with you guys?
We'll see. They're checking on him right now, so we'll see.
What did you see from your defense, Andy?
Yeah, so I'll tell you, a huge play that beginning of that third quarter. We needed that. That kind of, that's tough on their team right there. That puts a bit of doubt in their mind. And so we were able to go ahead and take that down and score. I thought our defense played hard. These kind of games are toughest on that line, and I thought our guys battled through, man, and just kept constant pressure. They were keeping people in to block, and so are there things we can do better all the way around, all three phases of our game, offense, defense, special teams. But I sure like the effort, and I think the more those guys play together and play within this system, I just think the sky's the limit.
Hey, Coach, I was going to ask earlier about your rookies, obviously. Montgomery, you started. Was there anything this week that maybe put them in the start line? But then just overall, how you think that your first year players did today?
Yeah, so I'll go back and look at the tape, but I thought they did well. They all got to play today, so that was a good thing. And we have so many different groups back there that play in the secondary. So we consider Dan a starter, Thornhill a starter, which is a plus to Thornhill and to Spags, having him available. But he's got good skill and instinct, so that's what allows him to get in there and play.
And then also, Coach, your fans online, they're just saying, pick your poison. You score 40 points without Tyreek Hill. I know you're trying to contain your enthusiasm probably, but how scary is this team's offense when you can score 40 points without your fastest and probably your best player on offense?
Yeah, so listen, I mean, it's the first game of the season. I'm excited for some of the young guys that had an opportunity to play. We can be better. We haven't maxed out. Our fans were absolutely phenomenal from the time we walked into the hotel. I mean, it was like we were going to a college bowl game. I mean, they were all there and cheering us on, and then that you saw here today, they were unbelievable. And there's nothing like when you get down towards the end of the game, if you're winning, and it's all red, right? It's all red. So that's a beautiful thing. We appreciate every bit of that. We feel them, and we appreciate all that.
Last two will go by.
Andy, it really just seemed like extreme conditions today, and it seemed like you guys handled it quite well. What was the key to that?
Yeah, well, I was proud of them. They, so much of it's staying hydrated and preparing for it before you get to today. And so you're traveling, you're on the road. We just came off of 2 hot days in Kansas City. The hard work that they did in camp, all those things kind of pay off for you. So you can function in the third and fourth quarter at a high level. And so, Rick's a big part of that with staying on the guys about drinking and always having the liquids around and then taking care of them during a game. But there's a huge emphasis put on that. And so games like this, that pays off for you.
Last one, Blair.
LaShawn McCoy looked like he had lost his step. What did you see from LaShawn?
Yeah, I mean, that's the way he looked on tape. He looked like he still had the vision and the quickness. He's got good feet, and he's got that vision, which and patience. So you're talking about a future Hall of Fame guy, and he's at the end of his career. He's getting there. I mean, he's 31 years old. So I mean, it's young to somebody like me, but it's old in the football world. And but he trains hard. He's a different guy than when I had him the first time, as far as the foods that he eats and the training that he does. I mean, he's really stayed on top of his game the older he's gotten, and it paid off for him today. So he's a nice addition. You get he and Damien in there, and that's a good combination to have. And our rookie Thompson got in there too and had a chance to play. So I think that was a plus too.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Wolfgang, Sammy.